to Sister Sis. Thank you so much for all the likes and all the views on the last video that we put out.
Thank you so much. All the love, we're feeling it. All the comments are appreciated. And yeah, we really like the response so far, as in so many people were able to connect with us when speaking about experiencing it, being in manipulative relationships. So yeah, we're really grateful.
Yeah, and also just really appreciate those who have commented on the Instagram page about their truths, about what they have also experienced with the subject of narcissism, what they've lived through, being with a narcissistic parent. Just want to say thank you for your bravery in being able to be open and honest with your own experience. So thank you for that as well. Today we're going to be talking about the subject of why so many people, men and women, but obviously we don't have a man here for a male perspective, but why so many people are choosing to stay single, or at least be single for a lengthy period of time.
Out of choice. So
out of choice. You know, sometimes being with somebody, for myself, obviously, like say being with a man, then a man is not something that is hard to find or get. Having physical intimacy is not something that is hard to find. But I think sometimes out of choice, it is good to be single. It is good to spend time with yourself. It's absolutely healthy to work on yourself, to get to know yourself, to become even more self-aware. So then when you do choose to be with someone or choose to put yourself back out there on the dating scene, you're not doing it out of loneliness. You're not doing it out of desperation. I think it's very dangerous to seek a dating partner or a life partner from a place of desperation. You'll almost get with anybody or put up with anything.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not about putting up with, settling for. And I think a lot of people are realizing in actual fact that they have to take time to get to know themselves. We've been growing up in a society which is busy, demanding, and you're just kind of moving in directions not necessarily of your own choice or your own course. So I think, you know, you need that time, whether you're even in a relationship. You also always need time for yourself and by yourself to learn you, to know you, and to live to your fullest potential. And a lot of people are sort of understanding through sometimes failed relationships, many failed relationships, sometimes just through getting to a point where they have to grow in a deeper alignment with themselves before they can fully align with anyone else.
Yeah, and I think once you become more self-aware, you also become aware of certain traits in other people that you don't necessarily, like you say, want to settle for, that you kind of don't align with. You get to a certain age where you don't want to be with, what's the word then? You don't want to be with someone where you almost feel like you are raising the person that you are with. Not raising as in raising up, supporting, emotionally,
maybe
but
teaching someone how to treat you. Or
but when you feel like you are almost mothering somebody, you are blurring the lines between partner and almost being their mother. It's unhealthy to feel like you have to raise the person that you're with. It's also, you know, there are a lot of people who have themselves been through failed relationships or failed experiences where they then only want surface level connections. And then there are other people like myself out there who want a deeper form of connection. So yes, like I said, you can put yourself out there, but what you might find is that there are quite a few F-boys out there. Even at the age of 40 and 50, there are men who are still happily aligning with F-boy tendencies.
It goes with both genders. I think it's a kind of spirit of our time, you know, that kind of attitude towards just putting yourself out there for, you know, short-term gratifications, call it what you want. I think it's part of our culture, but not everybody. And I think this was where a lot of people are decided to take the time out for themselves, grow themselves, so that when they do meet someone who's also done work on themselves and done their own sort of soul searching and understanding of wherever their paths led them, to actually sit with themselves for a while, so that you multiply someone's life, someone's joy, instead of getting into anything which depletes you in any way. And I think you need time to have these conversations with yourself and question what is it that you need or you are looking for, if you do want companionship or relationship, friendships again. And it's that quality that comes with the understanding of yourself. So when you make whatever relationships you make, that it's a quality because you understand what you need from connections with other people, and how your energy can be magnified through being in the right company. And in order for you to know what that looks like, you have to understand you. It's not about being on a place where you're confused and then you spread that confusion. You almost inject whoever you're with, your energy is pouring into that person, that
whether negative or positive,
about you not really knowing who you are or what you desire out of your own life and capabilities. And it's not a diss, it's just a knowing and understanding that it's why some people are actually choosing to say not necessarily be celibate, and that's choice as well, whether you're celibate or not, but actually work and move within a joint partnership, a relationship with someone else that's a commitment.
And
because
you're supposed to be able to feel whole by yourself. I saw something online the other day that said, a good connection, a good relationship is when two whole people come together to grow and build together. You're not supposed to be looking for a partner to complete you, to fill a void. You're supposed to feel complete and whole on your own, and in which case, hopefully, you will also align with someone that's also complete and whole by themselves as well. That way you come together and it doesn't become codependent. It becomes about two people who are whole growing together. You don't have to be completely healed, because there's no such thing as completely healed, to then put yourself out on the dating scene or to be with someone, to make a relationship work, but you have to actively be healing for it to work. You have to be self-aware. There's also these misconceptions about, if a woman is, she looks half decent, but how come she's single? She must be crazy or she must be mad. No, in actual fact, it's the very opposite of that. Like I said a little while ago, finding a man or physical intimacy is not that hard to get or find, but just because a woman is single does not mean she has any craziness or madness going on. In actual fact, madness and craziness would be hopping from partner to partner, needing to be underneath someone else just to get over somebody else, entangling with so many different energies. For me, that is the definition of craziness when it comes to dating.
Yeah, but I think a lot of with dating, a lot of people go into it wondering what the other person is bringing to the table, and that's something that's thrown out there quite a lot. You see men and women both speaking on what she brings to the table, what he should bring to the table, and gone are the days of two people wanting to build a table together, build it to the size they want, to the description they want, source the materials together and build that table so strong and so solid that whatever else furnishes that table is not really that important, because you built something solid and strong that will last forever, basically.
And I think
instead of both sexes, genders, or whatever going into relationships, but thinking and having great expectations on other people because you don't fully know what it is you expect of yourself. And I because if you're self-assured, if you're confident, and you know and you're living from what you need to do in your life,
if you're fulfilled within yourself,
and just being a positive person, then you're not worried about.
And I think at the moment, or for quite some time now, we live in a society that's so used to the disposable the disposable lifestyle, as in, you know, all the dating apps, all the social platforms, it's easy for some people to not want to put in the hard work that it takes to make a connection or a relationship work. It's almost like, well, I can like this person, I can like this picture, I can slide into this person's DM. So it's just like on to the next, instead of taking time to work at or with the person that you're with, and put in that hard graft to make it work. It's just almost hop, skip onto the next one.
So, just being personal, where are you at in your thinking of sort of dating ever again, or
at the moment I'm single, not dating, happy within myself, dealing with the health conditions that I have to deal with, i.e. fibromyalgia, the pain, the fatigue that comes with that. You know, with certain experiences in my past as well, I'm in a good place. I don't have to explain my good days and my bad days to somebody. I'm at peace with myself. I am fulfilled within myself. I feel complete. When I am good and ready, I will hopefully, potentially, put myself out there again in the dating world. But for now, I'm happy with my own company. I like being chilled, reading books, watching Netflix, having a good old laugh by myself. And I know that sometimes the quality of a connection that I want, the type of deep connection that I want, is worth waiting for. I don't want to just be with someone for the sake of being with someone, or to say I have somebody. I want a quality connection. What about you? No. What about you? What about you? Don't try it. What about you?
Nope.
What about you? Where are you?
So we'll see you next time.
Oh my gosh, you see how she tried to evade that? No.
Sis to sis. Bye.